All right, welcome everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 9th. Welcome to Coffee with Markus. Good to see you here. Today we're going to talk about what's happening in the markets right now. We're going to talk about the stocks that I'm trading right now. We're going to talk about the 5 ways to motivate yourself if you need it. And we're going to talk about what is the best stock to buy right now. So let's get started. All right, microphone levels are looking good. So if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Markus Heitkoetter, and I show people how to generate an income by trading stocks and options. But not how you might think. You see, people come to me because they want to make enough money with trading so that they can quit their job and spend more time with their families and travel a lot like I do. And even though they've already saved some money, they tell me that they don't get enough returns to be able to quit anytime soon. And by quitting, I mean their job. So they tell me that this makes them feel stuck and frustrated. Now, if this sounds familiar to you, you're not alone. Lots of people go through this, and here's what I tell them. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And we don't want that. One of the ways to make money, I believe, is trading, and trading can be simple. And I'll prove it to you. But first, let's talk about today's news. And in case you don't know, today is National Unicorn Day. So, did you know that? National Unicorn Day. There we go. By the way, when you grew up, did you believe in unicorns? Did you want to have a unicorn? Anyhow, but the other, even more important thing about today is also Ben and Jerry's free cone day. I don't know if this is a coincidence, but Ben and Jerry's ice cream is giving away a free ice cream cone from noon till 8 p.m. So, coincidence that this is on National Unicorn Day? Anyhow, by the way, I love ice cream. What about you? What is your favorite ice cream flavor, since we're talking about free ice cream here right now? Mine actually have 2 flavors. It is banana pudding. Yes, I believe this is what the flavor is called. There's this one ice cream shop that I really love, and they have, I believe it's called banana pudding. And it is amazing. And I mix this with chocolate, but the chocolate needs to have chocolate chunks in there. So this is my weakness. This is my favorite ice cream. And you know what? Now that we are talking about ice cream, I might actually look up where the nearest Ben and Jerry's is this afternoon after we're done here and get myself a cone. Ice cream sounds good, doesn't it? Who doesn't like ice cream? Actually, my daughter Vivian, for the longest time, she didn't like ice cream. Weirdest kid ever. Weirdest kid ever. Anyhow, if you're enjoying this show thus far, please hit like and make sure that you're subscribing to this. Give me a thumbs up. I love this when I see all the likes flying in here. This really energizes me, and make sure that you're here. So this way I know that you're here. Anyhow, so let's talk about what's happened in the markets today. The Dow Jones for today, let's switch over to the charts and let's go away from ice cream. So for this today, the Dow opened lower, and for most of the day, the Dow was just going sideways. And also the S&P, let's just go back to a daily chart here. The S&P was on an 8-day win streak, and today this 8-day win streak is over. So what's the news? What is moving the markets right now? Believe it or not, the trade saga, the trade war, but not the one that you might think. No, it seems that right now we are starting a new trade war, this time no longer with China, because as you know, the China talks are going on. No, right now it seems that the US is picking a trade war with the European Union, with Europe. So the US said, I believe it was Trump who said yesterday, that they plan to put $11 billion of tariffs worth on European Union goods. And you see both sides say it's because they're illegally subsidizing their aircraft makers, right? I mean, so Boeing in the US and Airbus in the European Union. Jeez, you know what? Trade what you see, not what you think. Hey, talking about Boeing here, Boeing is having another rough day. And as you know, Boeing has been hammered recently. Today, down another 1.46%. Why? Because Boeing said that they, let's actually go here, that they delivered 95 planes for this quarter, and it was 180 a year earlier. So Boeing not having a good time here right now. Another stock that was in the news today was AMD. AMD used to be everybody's darling, and today it was downgraded by Morgan Stanley, and because of the downgrading, lost 4.52%. And you know, this is what I always say, stay away from mainstream stocks. One of the stocks that made headlines today is Monster Beverages. Now, so Monster Beverages here jumped up 3.05%, as you can see. And for those of you who have been at any of our live events and know Mark Hodge, Mark, if you're watching this, Mark loves his Monster. So here, I don't know if you bought just, if you fat fingered, Mark, a large order. And this is why, anyhow, so this was going up here. Anyhow, so that's why I always say, stay away from these mainstream stocks, right? I mean, as you can see, Morgan Stanley, if they're downgrading AMD, AMD is plunging, Boeing is in the news, and this is why I like to trade stocks that nobody else knows about, right? I like to trade stocks that are under the radar. So let's take a look at the stocks that I own right now. And one of the stocks is CRC, so still having it. Why? Because it's nicely tracking along here, as you can see. Yesterday I was able to take some profits already on CRC. It is still nicely up, and I expect this stock to go up to 31.16. That is my plan here for CRC. Entered at 26.65 and looking for a $5 move. Now, a $5 move on this stock here would be 20%. And these are the kind of stocks that I'm getting excited about. Another stock that I have is CLF. So CLF here, a little bit down, but you see this is my stop loss. My profit target is all the way up here. And this is what I like to do. So putting it in perspective, this stock still has ways to go up there. Today a little bit down, but got to give the trade a little bit of room, but not too much. My stop loss in the market, if we go down to $9.70, I'm out of this one. What's another one that I have? CDXS. CDXS, another one also here today, slightly down. See, I entered at 28.80. Right now it's trading at 21.15. My profit target is at 26.19. Stop loss at $20.65. So this is why we have stop loss. Not every trade works out, but look at this. If it works out, I make way more money on my winning trades than I lose on my losing trades, right? And this is the way how I like to trade. So what are the other two stocks that I have? GDS, so picked that up last week. GDS, nicely up here. So up a few dollars, on its way to its profit target. So this is the idea here. And the last stock that I have right now in my portfolio is RYAM. Also right now trading at around my entry point. I entered at 14.19, right now trading at 14.15. So we'll see what happens here over the next few days. For today, no other positions that I enter today. So these are the positions that I have right now. And for those of you who have been watching this have been watching this show a few times, you know that I like to use the PowerX analyzer to pick the best stocks to trade right now. So this is how I came up with them. PowerX Analyzer is the software that I personally use. By the way, for those of you who are interested in learning more about the software and also the way how I trade, go to mytradingroutine.com. I have a 35-minute video there for you that shows you exactly what indicators I like to use to enter my stocks, how I limit my risk, when I take profits, and how I find the best stocks. So if somebody could put this in the comments, mytradingroutine.com. That's where you find more about my way to trade so that I don't have to go here in detail. Thank you for typing it in. All right, so as far as this helpful, if it is, please type in a comment, because I recently heard the more comments you type in, the more people see this video. And obviously, this is my goal of getting the word out that trading can be simple. So if you like this, just say yes or helpful or thank you or anything. So just type in a comment, and of course also click like if you find this helpful, but comments would be much appreciated. So this is where you could do me a great favor. Just type in a quick comment. So in a moment, we're going to talk about what is the best stock to trade right now. But first, let's do this. Let's talk about the 5 best ways to motivate yourself. You see, sometimes it's hard to get motivated. So if you need a boost of motivation, here are the 5 things that I personally like to do to get me motivated if I need a kick in the butt. And you see, sometimes everybody needs a little kick in the butt because life gets busy and also life knocks you down. And sometimes it is difficult to stay motivated, to pursue your dreams, to pursue your goals. And we talked about this in previous videos. I know that you have dreams. Don't let them die on you, right? I mean, keep these dreams alive, turn dreams into goals by adding a deadline. And now, how do you get motivated to actually take action and pursue your dreams? So, 5 ways. Number 1, here's what I like to do. Listen to motivational videos. And of course, you can listen to motivational videos like this one, or if you just go to YouTube and type in motivational videos, you'll find a ton. In fact, I like to do this in the mornings. My morning routine is I wake up at 7 o'clock, but it takes me a while. It takes me approximately an hour until I roll out of bed. And so part of my morning routine is to listen to a motivational video, because sometimes they have fantastic music. They keep you pumped up, and you might need this. I need this every now and then. This is why number 1 of the 5 ways to get you motivated is listen to motivational videos like this one. Number 2, tap into your bigger why. And what do I mean by this? See, sometimes you need to remind yourself of why you want to pursue a goal. Why do you want to pursue a dream? Because think about it this way. You are not born to be an employee. You are not born to make other people rich. You are not born to just get by. You're not born to sit in traffic or sit in an office, sit in meetings, being bossed around. It's not natural. You have a purpose. And make sure that you know this purpose. Write down this dream, and this is your bigger why. Get up in the morning and be excited about this. I don't think that anybody is excited about going to work and work for somebody else. But when you pursue your dream, that's when you have the bigger why. You see, you owe it to yourself to pursue this dream. You owe it to your family, right? Stop playing small. So step number 2 in how to motivate yourself, have a bigger why, which can be for yourself, or often when I talk to students at some of our events, I hear that they say, you know what, I want to do something for my kids. I want to spend more time with my family. I want to do something for my parents. Whatever it is, right? You have a bigger why, and always remind yourself of what this bigger why is. All right. So step number 3 on how to get yourself motivated is chunk it out. And what does this mean? See, especially when you have a complex goal like making millions of dollars with trading. At first, it can be overwhelming, and you might wonder, where do I start? And this is where it often leads to paralysis. So you say, oh my gosh, what is the next step? This is why you need to chunk it down. Now, when chunking it down, I personally believe in the power of 3. I do believe that everything can be chunked down into 3 steps. For example, for trading, what are the 3 things that you need if you want to be successful with trading? First, you need to know what to trade. And I personally like to trade stocks and options. And then you need to know what stock to trade. So that's number 1. Number 2 is when to enter. And you know that I like to use 3 indicators that I combine to find the best way to enter. And number 3 is that you need to know when to exit. See, these are the 3 big things, and then you can dig deeper. But chunking it down helps me personally to get started, to motivate yourself to cut through the complexity. Talking about complexity, here is the 4th step of motivating yourself. Keep it simple. Complexity leads to overwhelm. And just a personal story here, this actually happened to me this morning. So this morning I thought about a better way to produce content. And for me, I need to have systems. This is the way how I'm wired. So I was looking for a framework or to create a system. And I started making it way more complicated than it had to be. And so I got overwhelmed. And here's what happened to me when I got overwhelmed, because I thought, oh my God, there's so many things. And where do I get all the content from? And how do I prepare the content for you? And all this kind of stuff. So I got in my own head. And this is when I started procrastinating. And yes, it did happen to me that this morning I was just diddling around. What do I mean by diddling around? I went to Facebook, wasted some time there. I checked emails. I read emails that I shouldn't even read. I mean, some of these spam emails. I watched videos that I shouldn't even be watching. Why? Because I was overwhelmed. So, step number 4 to motivate yourself to pursue your dreams is keeping it simple. And this is what I did then. I said, you know what? Let's keep this simple and let's just stick to the format that I'm doing here right now. And I hope that you're enjoying this, where I'm giving the motivational videos, where I'm showing you what I'm doing in the markets right now, where I'm also teaching you something about trading, which we'll do in a moment. So, step number 5 to motivate yourself is take action. I mean, do something every day that gets you closer to your goal. See, for me this morning, this was the one big thing. This is where I said, okay, you know what? Let's stop making it more complicated. Let's just start preparing some content. And one of the techniques that I heard that helps me is that you just count down from 5 and then you do it, right? So the countdown technique, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and then just do it. I don't know, I'm using this with my kids sometimes to get them out of bed, right? So to just say, all right, let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's something about countdowns that help us to then, all right, let's snap out of it. Let's do it. Let's take action. So these are the 5 things to motivate yourself. And I hope that this helps you. Let me just quickly repeat them. Number 1, listen to motivational videos. Number 2, tap into your bigger why. Number 3, chunk it out. Break it down into smaller parts. Number 4, keep it simple. And number 5, take action. All right. Hope you found this helpful. And if so, please leave a comment and let me know if any of these things is resonating with you. And let me know if sometimes you are procrastinating as I did this morning. And let me know if any of these steps would have helped you to get out of the funk and really start taking action. Okay, but now let's talk about something else. Let's talk about what is the best stock to buy right now. And you see, in order to find out what is the best stock to buy, I thought it would be funny to actually go to Google. This is what I did. I went to Google and typed in, what is the best stock to buy? And at first I saw a spammy ad here about penny stocks, so I skipped this. And you see, there is an article, 10 of the best stocks to buy for 2019. It's an article from US News, money.usnews.com. So I visited the website because I was curious to see what do they recommend. And if you know me, then you know where I'm going with this. Don't believe any advisory. And let me prove this to you. So this article here, the 10 best stocks to buy, came out on November 14th, 2018. So right now, as I'm recording it, is April 9th. So it is December, January, February, March, April. So it's approximately 5 months later. So this is where they said, well, one of the great stocks to buy is from the legend Warren Buffett, right? And Warren Buffett his company has a stock. It's called Berkshire Hathaway, and there's two, BRKA, which is the horribly expensive one, and then there's the BRKB. Let's take a look at these stocks and let's see how they're doing. BRKA, which was recommended by this company on November 14th. Let's see, on November 14th. Let me just see if I can quickly look it up here and look at the price range. So November 14th was right here. Okay, so somewhere around here. This means that right now the stock that they recommended, Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company, is down 5% over the past few months. Now that is surprising, right? Let's see. What else did they recommend? Now, CNC is another stock that they recommended. Let's go back here. And CNC, Centene Corporation, it's one of the just handful of publicly traded health insurers. So what can possibly go wrong? Well, let's take a look at this here and also see what happens from November 14th on, when they recommended it, to right now. So this was the next stock on their list. Here we go. And look at this. Down 17%. Well, that's odd, right? I mean, that's what they said. We all should buy this health insurer here. Well, let's just take another look. I must find somebody. Apple. So there's another one. Let's take a look at Apple. And now Apple has behaved since November 14th when they recommended it. And we're taking a look at this one here. So November 14th, right here. Oops. And look at this. They got this one almost right. Up 2% from when they recommended it. So let's see. What else? Let's take a look at another two. I mean, they have 10 stocks listed here. I just want to go through this list, and here's why. I want you to show that these guys, they don't know more than you, right? And I mean, this is where the surprising thing is, we just looked at it. Even Warren Buffett didn't do really well. Right now, since November, the stock of his company is down 5%. Now, Warren Buffett, again, he's in for the long run, but I'll show you a better alternative here in just a moment. So what's another one? Sprouts Farmers Market. Sprouts Farmers Market, there we go. That's where they said is one of the awesome stocks to trade right now. Let's take a look at this. SFM, Sprouts Farmers Market. And again, we're looking from November 14th when they recommended it. To date, there we go. I need to move this around here a little bit if I can. Let me just zoom in. So from November 14th to right now, Sprouts Farmers Market is down. If I can figure it out how to do this, there we go. Oh dear Lord, 25%, 25%. Do I need to keep going? I mean, we had 4 stocks right now. Can take a look at one other one that they recommended here. DuPont, Dow DuPont. And you probably get the idea. What is the symbol here? It is DWDP. DWDP. Dow DuPont also from November 14th, slightly down here, as you can see. So let's just show this, and they're down 5%. So now you might wonder if all these experts, and trust me, I can do this all day long. I can really pick any website. It doesn't matter whether you listen to Motley Fool, which is kind of interesting. I mean, they already have it in the name, right? or you listen to CNN Money or hear US News or whoever you listen to, they don't know. See, there are two important rules for me. Rule number one, no long-term investments. I stopped doing this many years ago. I do not have any long-term stock because long-term for me means buy and hope. And I don't do this. I invest short-term. What does short-term mean? 5 to 20 days. Because what do you think is easier? To predict what the market is doing over the next 5 to 20 days or to predict what the market is doing over the next 5 months? Obviously, it's easier to predict what the market is more likely to do over the next few days. So, rule number one, no long-term, only invest short-term. Rule number two for me, no opinions. I rely on indicators, right? Because trade what you see, not what you think. Whenever I trade what I think or what these guys think, who obviously have no clue of what's going on, this is when everything goes wrong. So the three indicators that I personally like to use are the RSI, the stochastics, and MACD. These are the three indicators. And if you would like to know more of how exactly I use these indicators to find the best stocks to trade, go to mytradingroutine.com. And if somebody could type this into the comments here, this would be fantastic. mytradingroutine.com. This is where I'm showing you everything in detail. So indicators for me are way easier if we, for example, look at CRC, one of the stocks that I personally trade right now. I want to see that the RSI is above 50. I want to see that the stochastics is above 50. And I want to see that the MACD itself is above its moving average. When all these three criteria are given, this is when I want to buy. And again, I don't want to turn this video here into a long lecture how I do this. You can find a video on mytradingroutine.com. Just go there, you'll find the video. It's 35 minutes, so it is a little bit longer. But let's just briefly recap. So what is the best stock to buy right now? Well, the best stock to buy right now is the stock that tells you, buy me. And how does a stock tell you, buy me? For me, it is based on indicators. Indicators are a scientific approach. Indicators are easy to learn. Indicators are perfect for beginners. And most of all, they are objective. So you don't trade based on an opinion, you trade based on science. And I like this, must be the German in me. And for me personally, I like to use three indicators because they help me tremendously to tell whether a stock is more likely to go up, down, or sideways. And when I say more likely, that's exactly what it is. I can't predict the market. Nobody can predict the market. But using indicators, you can identify what a stock is more likely to do. All right, hope this helps. And if so, please leave a comment and hit the like button. And I hope that this was helpful. If you are watching this on YouTube, on the YouTubes, yes, on the YouTubes, make sure that you're subscribing to this channel and hit the little bell because it notifies you whenever I post another video. If you're watching this here on Facebook, as you see, I usually schedule these live sessions a day in advance. This is what I'm trying to do right now so that you can get notifications from Facebook whenever I go live. All right, I hope that you enjoyed watching this show as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And if you know anybody who might find this video helpful, please tag them in the comments or just share this video. Now, I want to take a moment and take a look at some of the comments. As you know, I like to keep these shows to 30 minutes or less. And right now I see that we are on the air for exactly 29 minutes and 24 seconds. But for those of you who are here live, I appreciate it so much that you're here live. And some of you might have already earned this top fan from Facebook if you're watching this on Facebook here. And I believe that YouTube has the equivalent for this. And hey, Lorena, so good to see you here. Marina, hi, how are you? Hey, Debbie. And there's Dion from Switzerland, where right now it is already, 11:30 at night. So thanks for tuning in here late at night, Dion. Really appreciate it. And hey, Connie, it's so good to hear that you're home, that you can participate in the live videos. I know that you have been working a lot and you're flying a lot, right? So, okay, Eric says, hi Marcus, I'm trading exactly regarding your instructions and made another 6K. Eric, that is awesome. I'm so happy for you. Is your son trading with you? I know that we met a few weeks ago. Your power analyzer works really well. Yes, thank you. I kind of knew this, but thank you for confirming. I really love it to hear the success stories. All right, now we are at the comments regarding ice cream. Ooh, Lorena, pecan praline. That's a good one. Connie, mint chocolate chip. Yeah, I mean, mint chocolate chip, I can see this. Not bad at all. However, Matt also. Cookies and cream, that's a good one. But again, the banana pudding then mixed with chocolate and the chunks, it's like, oh, to die for. All right, hey, Paul, so good to see you. Oh, Liz, yeah. A hard fudge sundae. That's a good one. That's a really good one. All right. So Debbie says, helpful as always. Okay. Marina says, the stock choices are great to see. Okay, fantastic. And Snowpocalypse. Is this an ice cream flavor? Benjamin? Well, what are we talking about? And again, don't forget, today is National Unicorn Day. For those of you who missed it in the beginning. National Unicorn Day. How do we celebrate unicorns? Hard to say, okay? Yvonne says, always so positive. Thank you. Trying to spread the cheer, right? A little bit like Santa Claus without the long beard. Where am I going with this? Oh, good. All right. Lorena says, one of the reasons I follow you. That is great. Okay, Lorena says, it resonates. Lately, I have your words, take action, in my mind all the time. In a German accent? Do you hear it in your mind in a German accent? Okay. All right. Debbie says, I really love the motivation. Paul, trade what you see, not what you think or what other people tell you. Absolutely right. Exactly. Okay. And yes, there is an engineer in me. Oh, Milan, so good to see you here. I see that you're leaving always comments, and it always happens towards the end of the show. So I don't know if Facebook is not informing you, or if you're a little bit shy and wait until the end. Anyhow, good to see you. Easel, simple, logical, and okay, Eric, so good to hear that Chris trades with you as well. I love it when families are trading together. And you see, my son, Julius, he's also very interested in trading. So I love doing this. All right. Harisharan says, I'm in after 30 minutes. Okay, well, the good news is you can watch the recordings because we are right now wrapping up. And Lorena says, yes, you are hearing the German accent. Okay, fantastic. Well, I really enjoy having these live shows here. And I'm glad that you could tune in live. And for those of you who are watching the recording, try to make it live and then we can interact. You can, as you can see, ask me questions. And I'm still working on being able to broadcast it at the same time to Facebook and YouTube. So I've been looking at different software packages, talking to several companies. I will find a solution. So for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, yes, I am planning to go live on YouTube. We will make it happen. I will not be defeated, but it's happening. Anyhow, okay. Have a terrific rest of the day. I hope that you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Okay, bye-bye.